I proposed to my girlfriend with a $10,000 ring, but she rejected it because she didn't like the location where I proposed. She asked me to propose again and do better. I am planning to end things. Am I wrong here? I decided to propose to my girlfriend of 3 years on our 3rd anniversary. I flew her to Vietnam, and after a couple of weeks traveling, we ended up in Cambodia. She had wanted to see Angkor Wat and some other temples that were on her bucket list. After a long day of hiking in the heat through ruins, we retired back to our hotel, and when we were alone together, I proposed. She said yes, we kissed, and I had planned to take her to the waterfall the next day to celebrate. It's really beautiful. She took a shower, and I laid in bed thinking what an amazing day I just had and how I would get to spend the rest of my life with the woman I loved. When she came out of the shower, however, she was in tears. She handed me back the ring, saying she couldn't accept it because she didn't want her memory of my proposal to be in a hotel room. I played it cool and said I understood, but truthfully, it hurt. It seems to me that I had offered her something of value, a lifelong commitment and partner. I took her halfway around the world and helped her cross off something she had wanted to do most of her adult life. I felt that if she valued me, it wouldn't matter that the proposal wasn't exactly what she wanted. It was me and our future together she was saying yes to, not my delivery. If she had found $1 million in a dumpster, she wouldn't throw it back because of where it came from, so she can't possibly value me or what I have to offer as an individual if she's willing to reject it because she didn't like the place I asked. She never suggested she needed a grand proposal. I've never done this before and was more concerned about doing it when the moment felt right, when I felt like I was at my most authentic. I like to travel and explore. Being covered in sweat and dirt in the cool relief of a private hotel room was the moment that felt right to me. I felt like the most honest version of myself, so I asked with an hour to spare before sunset. It was hard, and I was nervous. It's not easy. I'm glad I did it, though. I'm preparing to end things when we get back. She wants me to propose again, better, and then she'll say yes, but I'm done. Am I wrong? Should I do it over? What do you think? Any advice is appreciated. A relevant comment. I think it sounds very romantic and intimate in their little love shack on an amazing vacation. She sounds entitled. I agree that if his proposal wasn't good enough, she needs to do it herself next time. Or you don't like that quilt someone spent hours of their free time to hand make especially for you? Obviously, you give it back and say this isn't good enough. Go remake it. That's horribly disrespectful. She needs to learn some gift etiquette. To clear it up a little, the hotel was gorgeous, koi pond, huge pool, amazing spa. The room was nice, not the nicest I'd ever been in, though I'd stayed here before, and I guess I lucked out on my previous visits and got a really nice room. This one was great but not mind-blowing. I picked this place, though, because of my previous experience here. The room could have been nicer. I kind of missed the mark there, not a Motel 6, though it was a 4-star resort, almost $200 a night, in Cambodia. That buys you a lot. A comment asked if I had talked with her about the proposal, wedding, and life plans before proposing. Specifically, did I talk with her about the proposal? In this case, lots of people don't care all that much about a proposal. I don't, but apparently, my girlfriend, whom I cared about enough to plan a massive trip and propose to, does care about the proposal. So frankly, if I went into the proposal not knowing what she wanted or if she cared, I do think that was a mistake and oversight on my part. I did. We did some ring shopping and found a company that could make one to her specs, $10,000, but so cool. She repeatedly said she wasn't a princess and didn't need anything fancy, but she wanted a big, flashy stone. Apparently, every girl does. We looked at houses to buy for when we move in. Based on what she told me, I didn't think she needed flashy for anything, proposal included. I wanted to give her something special, though, and knocking some things off her bucket list seemed like a start. Maybe it was an oversight, but based on what she told me, I didn't think I was giving her a bad experience. People don't always know what they want, though. Another comment mentioned that I wanted her to lie to me and act content with my proposal. I had to remember that just because I am okay with something doesn't mean everyone will be. We are all different. How did I want it to be? I wanted her to say yes. I wanted her to tell me if she was disappointed and why. We talk. No reason she can't tell me that. I wanted her story to be. We flew to Cambodia and explored temples till sunset, and then back at our hotel room, he told me he loved me and wanted to marry me. We kissed, we made love, and the next day, we explored a waterfall. Look, I have pictures. Sure, it's not perfect. We smelled. We would have to shower first, and there might be some creative bits added to the story for literary license. It's a good story, though, at least I thought it was. That's not how it went, though, so now I'm struggling with the fact that maybe I'm not enough. At the end of the day, she didn't reject the proposal. She rejected me. Update. I ended up following the advice of one of the commenters. The conversation with my girlfriend went something like this. Me. No. That was my proposal. You rejected it. It's never going to happen again. GF. So we aren't getting married. You aren't going to propose ever. Me. No. Never. I'm glad you were the one I proposed to. And I'm happy that I found the courage to take that step and make such a huge commitment. But no. It was a one-time thing. If you want to marry me, you'll have to propose. I decided to see how things went and planned to give her until my birthday in July to make her proposal, or I would end it and move on. She did. While we were hiking a trail back home, I accepted. That's it for now. Am I making a huge mistake? Maybe. I'll get a prenup, of course, and protect my assets. If it ends, it won't cost me more than a few hundred, hopefully. I may have many happy years from this. If not, I'll update the post. Also, thanks for all the comments and support. Weird how much that meant. I also genuinely appreciated the people that objected to me ending things. It's the internet, so I expect to hear nothing but dump her. Getting another, more reasonable side to things was helpful. Additional comment from me. Thanks for the response. That's a lot of what's been going through my mind. She is smart, so I'm leaning more towards her just not being that into me. I may have misjudged her ability to make a long-term commitment as well. She's never had a long-term relationship, so maybe that's just not something she can do. I'm back home now and recovering from a cold and jet lag. Once I'm more clear-headed, I'll have the conversation with her. I was hesitant to do it while we were traveling, as it was awkward enough. If we broke up over this, then I'd be traveling with my ex. Can't see that being a lot of fun for either of us. Thank you very much for listening to the story so far. I suggest you to subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss tomorrow's stories.